Hi guys, this is Dawn from Friendly Junk Journal People. I had a few ladies ask on how I made my little paper flowers, and so I thought I would put together a quick video on how I assembled this. It's my very first video, you guys, so I apologize in advance for any blunders. Okay, so the materials I used is just a tacky glue or adhesive, scissors, a pencil, some inks that you want to ink the edges of your flower, and some buttons or some flat back pearls or whatever you want to use for the center of your flower. Okay, so the first thing that I did was cut out a flower shape on my Cricut. You can also use a flower punch. So I started one with like a 2-inch, and then I cut another one out that's 1 3/4 inch, and then the last one is 1 1/2 inch. So once I got all of those cut out, the first thing I did was take the bottom layer here and just cut in just a little bit into the center around in between each petal, and this will help with rolling the petals later, which I'll show you. So go ahead and do that for every the large, middle, and small petal, so you can have a little bit more paper surface to work with. Okay, so after I did that, I picked what ink I wanted to use to ink the edges, and this one is just a pretty pink, and so I just quickly inked the edges. You don't have to ink the edges if you want to keep the flowers white, or you can use scrapbook paper or any kind of other pretty pattern paper. You can use that as well. Okay, so it's all nice and inked, and I only did one side. I really don't have to use both sides. So after the edges are inked, I took each petal and I creased it, folded it down towards the middle, and made a crease. Just like that, all the way around. I hope you guys can see this. Okay, so once it's all creased, it's going to have a little bit of a bowl shape, a cup shape, and that will help the petals stand up a little more. Okay, so once that has been creased, I take my pencil and I just roll the edges back. See how that's curved? And I did do that for every petal. If you want to have a really curly flower, what I do is after I roll the petals, I actually take it and then I roll it back even further, like that. So it curls. Just like that. You do that for each petal. Okay, and then crease it back up again so you get the shape back. Okay, and there you go. That's the first layer of your flower. Okay, the last thing I did was actually just take, oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Just take a little tacky glue, right down the middle, and then when the two petals come together, I take the wide part of the second layer petal and then just put it right down. So you see there's the split in between that petal and then a large petal to cover that. Then, come on, glue. A little more glue. And the third layer, position it down, press down, glue in the center. Then you take your button or your flat back pearl or whatever jewel you want to use. Drop that down in the middle. Oops. I kind of press that down. Roll out the petals a little and let that dry, and voila, you have your little paper flower. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate all your comments. I love this group. Everybody is so supportive of one another, and so yeah, happy crafting.